Hey guys, it's Dan the Medic. Welcome to the channel. Today, it is a nice warm night in Las Vegas. It's almost 3 in the morning. And I woke up and I was thinking like, hey, well, first I had a dream. And it was a weird dream, guys. Something about a cat flying down on me from like all the way up, right? There's a section of the dream. I walked by, I looked up, there's a kitten. I go, and it jumped out the window at me. It was like a flying squirrel, except that there was no wings. And it just went shh. I stepped to the side, it went black. All right, so that's just a part of it, but I won't go in further. Today's video is that it's gonna be a nice night. I'm heading over to Jackson's Bar and Grill for their $22 ribeye steak. Oh boy, you know, I've been going to Jackson's Bar and Grill for more than 10 years. And usually it's like today, like an afterthought. You know, it's not like, hey, you know, it's all planned to go there. You know, tomorrow at 9 a.m. You know, whatever. Like, it's always something like, what am I gonna eat? Let me just head on over there. You know, that's what I'm doing today. So I figured, since I'm gonna do a nice little drive, you know, I'll record the drive. You know, you can see like Vegas. You know, I'm gonna go all the way down Flamingo. All right, here we go. Let's start the drive. All right, and we're off, guys. Here we go. It's just straight down Paradise Road. As soon as the light turns green, so as we're passing by, over here on the corner on the left is Del Frisco Steakhouse, said to be a really good one over here. Said to be. I've never been in. One day I'll make a video.
Go past Hughes Center Drive and turn right onto East Flamingo Road.
Alright, we're going down over here. A little bit of a windy day today, but it's a nice warm wind. Gonna make a turn over here.
East Flamingo Road.
And looks like I'm able to turn, so hurry up and turn here. And we'll go straight down this way here. There we go. A little bit windy here. I'll shut the windows. Alright, windows has been shut for better audio. And coming up over here, we got a red light. And then there's a place called Laurie's. They sell prime rib. Neighbor Rachel actually ate there a while back, and she enjoyed it. So we gotta give that a try. One day, Laurie's prime rib. I hear they got more better pricing during lunch hours, but it will warrant more research. Because I'm not going to pay dinner prices at lunch. That's ridiculous. Because that's the way life is set up. I'm drinking the free coffee. Hold on. Oh, green. Coffee, guys. Go to the left lane here. And we're approaching the strip. Strip, guys. hope that van doesn't open the door. All right, so we're going straight over here. Passing by the Cromwell, and eventually the Bellagio, and the Caesar's Palace and all that. And we got another red light. So just 2.9 miles more to go. All right, light is green, guys. You know what? Lately, while driving, I've been listening to radio station. Being broadcast like a local Vegas audio radio station, like back in the day, AM, FM, and stuff like that. And there's always like commercials. The commercials are like, oh, are you sick of the traffic? Oh, this terrible traffic, and saying stuff like that. And now, no, I'm from New York City. There is no traffic worse than New York City. What about LA? No, still worse in New York City. So no matter how bad the traffic here, as bad as it gets, except for like super major accidents that you're actually stuck there, it's easy traffic. It's not hard traffic at all. It's very easy. Like right now, this is like nothing. In New York, you'll be so happy to have traffic like this. One time, going down this specific route on my way to the Rio, years ago, I was in the Uber, right? And these Uber drivers, they like to make chit chats, some of them. And the Uber driver is like, so where you from, right? And I'm saying, New York City. He goes, oh, I'll make you feel a little more at home. Then he started honking the horn and screaming obscenities out the window. It was the funniest thing, because it's just so true, Hey, you cut me off. What you think you're doing? Hey, screw you. F, F, F. SOB. All right. So, right in front is a place called the Gold Coast. All right. And inside there's a restaurant I like to go to called Ping Pang Pong. Ping Pang Pong. And they're open till 3 in the morning. Right now it's 2:57 a.m. so I'm not going to go there. Yeah, Chinese food, guys, till 3 in the morning. Very good. And on the left coming up is the Palms Casino, where they have 24-hour cafe. I believe at nighttime they got some sort of special, but I cannot confirm. The other day, Steve was playing craps for 3 hours, and yet again he earned 500 points for the Palms brunch buffet brunch. Yeah, plenty guys. Been eating a lot. Look at that jerk in the Chevy. He just wanted to go around me for no reason. He just sped up and went around me. I mean, like, sometimes I like to call them a jerk, while I'm sitting in the car. F you, you D, where do you think you're going? Mister, you gotta be in a hurry. Look, he just did it again. Son of a. Yeah, but, that's just having fun, sitting in the car talking. I know it's fun because I do not know the reasoning behind the motivation behind his actions or her actions, because what if he got to take a really big dump and it's coming out right now and he's like barely holding on and it's like peeping out like for example, like a woman, you know, there's a stage on the child birthing period called crowning. And once the baby crowns, there's just no stopping it, you know. So maybe the guy's poop is crowning. You know what I mean? Like, he has to go so bad. You know, hey, I did that one time. I myself did that one time. I was on my way home, and I had to poop so bad. It was really coming out, you know? And then I ran the red. I had to do it, guys. You know, like, there's nothing. And I finally made it back to my building, and I took a poop in the lobby. No, it doesn't sound like that. The lobby has public restrooms. Like, well, not public, but for people who are, you know, close to that bathroom, they can use it. Like residents, visitors, guests, staff and employees and things like that. UPS driver, FedEx driver, Amazon Flex and Amazon drivers, you know, like, they can use it. It's there, you know, if they have a reason to be in the building, you know, they can use it. So I took a poop in that thing. I couldn't even make it upstairs, guys. I had to poop so bad, you know. And the thing is, that's a risk, because you run the red light, you might get pulled over. And the traffic stop's gonna take longer than waiting for the green. You know what I mean? It's like, my goodness. Gotta wait for the green or get pulled over. And you might have to poop in the car. You know, you're gonna have to say, officer, listen, I'm sorry, I normally obey traffic lights and everything, but I had to poop so bad. Oh my God, it's coming out right now. License and registration. No, wait, you don't understand. License and registration. Poop. You know, cop would be like, Jesus, what's wrong with you? Oh my God, you just pooped right in front of me. But do not pull down your pants to do that, guys. Because if you do, that's a whole different charge. They'll charge you for like some sort of exposure or whatever the case may be. You know, right in front of the cop, you pull down. Oh no. Oh man. The poor cops. Okay, so I'm gonna go and pull over to the right here. Oh, I missed it, guys. I missed it. I gotta go in this one here. Here we go. Jackson's F and Spirits Video Poker. F and Spirits. I wonder why they call it that. Alright, just gotta find a little place to park. Yeah, I haven't been here for a while. Last I heard, they jacked up the price to $22. Alright, and that should be good. Alright, see you inside. Alright, so now I ordered the $22 1-pound ribeye with fries, right? Before cooking, of course. But it's not going to be much of a difference if you order it towards the more medium rare side, okay? Because if you order it like well done, then it's gonna like cook so long that it gets much smaller. You know, so I find that, you know, before cooking, after cooking is not much of a difference. So, got my tap water in the Pepsi cup. Can you see? Pepsi, guys. Pepsi branded water. Refreshing. Now, I've been here many times. I remember eating, I think maybe on that table there. Then outside over there, down that way in the dark, you know, maybe even that table there, over there. You know, I've eaten here many, many times, right? And I remember also had it at the bar. One of the first times I came to Jackson's was many years ago, back in the days when I used to post my experiences on Facebook. Yes, that long ago, guys. Before I moved over to YouTube. Yeah, that account's been closed, you know, because you know, I was posting everything about my work, about, like regular people, you know, which nowadays, like, if you post about your work, they're gonna be like firing you, you know, like, I don't know, who knows, you know, people are on edge nowadays, you know, afraid of trade secrets maybe, who knows why. But I came and I ate at the bar. So delicious, guys. Perfectly crisp, wonderful, fat amount. And back then it was 20 bucks. It's been 20 bucks for a very long time. They recently went up to 22 bucks, right? And I'll tell you the truth. I'll tell you the gosh darn truth. I find that over the last 12 years, 13 years or so, it does not compare recently, within the last three years, to what I had 13 years ago. You know, I feel like it is lesser of a ribeye. You know, a little bit smaller maybe. It still said 1 pound though, but I feel like it's a little bit smaller, a little bit leaner, you know, a little bit less tasty. You know what I mean, right? Over the many years, like, yeah. So now that they jacked up the price $2, maybe they'll bring it back, you know, back to the way it was 13 years ago, or maybe 15 years ago. I've been coming to Vegas for a long time, guys, way before I moved here. And when I used to come here, I used to fantasize like, oh, one day I'm gonna live in Vegas, you know, mainly because back then Ellis Island had a steak special for what was like $6 or something. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'll move here, come here, eat here every day, you know. And then so that's how it was. Yep. And now I actually live here. And oh boy, 3 in the morning. 3:25 in the morning, guys. Oh boy. All right, now I would like to take this time out to apologize right now about the video which I recently released called what was it? A crispy burger. Look, I ain't no smarty pants, okay? I don't have a wardrobe or makeup, you know, hairstylist, you know, I don't get none of that, right? So it turned out that the entire first section, and maybe even more, I had a booger in my left nostril, right? And the worst thing is that when I was recording it, I had the camera a little lower, so it's looking up. And there were flashes of light that kind of shined right into my nostril, and you saw it hanging there. There were comments below that there's a crispy burger in your left nostril. I thought it was a play on words until I watched the video on the bigger screen. And I was like, oh my gosh, oh, it was right there. That is worse than the time I went to the Indian place and I had a piece of rice stuck to my face. And then for like whole 20, 30 minutes, the rice was stuck to my face, right? So what I did, I went on YouTube, I cut out the entire first part that had the obvious burger in my left nostril, and then now the video starts at the restaurant. Oh, thank you. Ooh, corn today. Thank you. All right, it is here. It smells good. It smells, let me smell it, guys. Oh, it smells excellent. All right, let me prod it with my fingertip. Seems okay. All right, let's take a closer look. It's kind of late at night, you know? No one here but me. Literally, it's like places. Just me. Everyone else is at the bar having drinks and fun. All right, first, let's try the fries, guys. Excellent fries, guys. Excellent. Hot enough, crispy enough, salty enough. 9 for these fries. Excellent. All right. Now let's try the corn and carrots. Interesting combination. Surprisingly good for 3 in the morning. You know, surprisingly good. All right. Now, I'm gonna try the steak, and I'll tell you, right? The other day, I went with Toby and Cindy to expensive steakhouse. Check out that video if you haven't already. Expensive, guys. Like they pour you your water like this. They have the napkin, and then they pour the water because you're sitting there. And as if that's truly necessary, you know? So, you know, it's one of those places. Pardon my reach, you know? Fancy, fancy. Expensive, but freaking delicious steak that Cindy had. She had the ribeye. Oh, so good. So yeah, that was like 5 times this price, you know, and this comes with fries and vegetables. Over there, 5 times the price, ain't come with no nothing, right? So can you compare the quality? You really shouldn't. You know, this is a, you know, tavern steak. You'll be happy, you know, if like I ask for medium rare, I'll be happy if it's anywhere near medium. Oh, they did a good job. Take a look. Very nice, guys. All right, now let's start off with one end over here. This end here with the chunky fat. You know, if it's a little more gristly than the expensive steakhouse, let it be. It's okay. My God. Oh, 9.5, guys. Tender and flavorful. Wonderful beef taste. Get a little bit of the edge here. So good. 9.5 at this end. Very nice, guys. Now, let's try the middle. A nice slice of the middle here. There's not a lot of space to cut because the fries are in the way here. So let us cut a little bit here. Short strokes, guys. Short stroke. There's a little short stroke over here, just like this little short strokes over here. Because if you do a long stroke, you knock the fries. And I have done that before at the video poker. I do a long stroke, bam! All the fries ended up off the plate. Now I'm gonna cut this piece in half. Okay, so first, bottom half without all the fat. Here we go. All right, now it is a little bit tough. Just a little bit. Isn't melt in your mouth like the $100 place. But nice beef flavor, guys, nice. Now, a part of the tough and also the hanging fatty part. Here we go. Oh, So good, guys, so good. So wonderfully good. Yeah, that top part with the fat is a part of the cap. Oh, so good. So good, guys. So it has two sections. 8 is good, and then 9, the top part. So good, guys. All right. So let me cut off this side over here. Oh, my heavens. My heavens. There we go. This edge. It looks fantastic. Right. So this side, less beefy taste, a very highly fatty taste. So 8 for this side over here. Wow. So it's kind of gradual. It gets better going this way. So interesting, guys. All right. Uh-huh. All right. So let me cut a piece here. The middle part over here. Short stroke, guys. Short strokes. Little strokes. Here we go. Little cut. Don't knock those fries over now. I'm talking about knocking fries over, guys. Don't you be thinking that stuff. All right. I'm gonna cut it sideways. Haha. So many ways to eat a steak. Oh, I almost knocked the fries over. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We got a free wipe almost. Here we go. But the camera's not that far back. All right, come on out. Come on out. That's too big of a bite. Get it. See the fries moving, guys? Dangerous territory here. YouTubing is hard. Subscribe today. All right, here we go. All right, okay, much better going this side. So, I guess I'll call this the end of the video. Thank you for watching. New Vegas video every Friday. Jackson's Bar and Grill. Oh, it's a long one, guys. I'm talking about the French fries,